Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another session of livestock analysis. Before I begin today's session, right, I'd like to share some announcements. So the first one will be that my colleagues Ying Jie as well as Xiaoxiong, they will be hosting some webinars every Wednesday, starting from this Wednesday, so all the way until 29 November. So I believe some of you all have actually attended some of their webinars before. They also do TA webinars. So if you are interested to sign up to learn more about the TA workshop, right, from them, you can actually sign up for this starting this Wednesday. I've dropped the link in the chat below. Yeah, so if you're interested, you all can feel free to sign up. Yeah. Then another announcement is that I think some of y'all, if y'all have not known, the US markets will be trading 1 hour later starting from today. So usually it's from 9:30 p.m. until 4 a.m. Starting from tonight, it will be from 10:30 p.m. until 5 a.m. Yeah, so that's another thing to take note of. Okay, so let me begin with today's session. I'll be covering the same stuff as previously. So it will be the economic calendar first, then I'll go through some of the indices and commodities, then some of the sectors like FAANGM, US banks, semicons as well as EVs, then followed by the counters that you have mentioned in the chat below. Yeah, so looking at the economic calendar, this week is pretty not too much compared to previous weeks. So we have some Fed speaks going on throughout the week. Tomorrow we have some trade data coming in, exports, imports at 9:30 p.m. Then we have Fed speaks. Then let's see, on Wednesday, 10:15, Paul will be speaking. Okay, then usual core inventories at 11:30 p.m. Thursday we have some Fed speaks as well. As usual, jobless claims, 9:30 p.m. Okay, then Friday, probably speaking again 3 a.m. Then we have the Michigan consumer inflation expectations at 11 p.m. Okay, so that's it for the economic calendar. I'll begin with the indices and commodities. Okay, so first one, right, is I'll talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, after a strong rally, currently looks like it's still trading in this uptrend channel over here. Okay, then yeah, so I think current trend is still bullish. Support is likely from this 34.7K level over here. Yeah, that's the near-term support. Yeah. Then current resistance likely to see a retest of this 36,000 level onwards. Yeah, above 36,000, the next key resistance will be about 37.7K. Yeah, previous horizontal support breakdown. Yeah, so this for Bitcoin still remaining bullish as long as I think it's still bullish as long as it remains in this uptrend channel in the short term. Okay, then next up I'll talk about Dow Jones. Okay, Dow Jones last week all the indices actually rallied quite a lot. So currently Dow Jones we see another retest of this 34,100 level. So this was a swing high. This was a swing high in middle of October before we trended lower. Good thing about last week is that for Dow Jones, look like we broke out of this downtrend channel resistance over here. So I think looks like for now it's likely to be in a bit of a range more unlikely we're gonna see like a new low for now. So I think with that we could see some sort of sideways consolidation first if this resistance holds. Yeah, and maybe just fill this gap first for some support. So near-term support, I think closest will be around 33.7K over here for Dow Jones. The next resistance, if we do clear this swing high at 34.1, I think the next key resistance will be around 34.5, 34.6K for Dow Jones. Okay, then next up, I'll talk about Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq also rallied. I think, but Nasdaq, I think it's a bit weaker than Dow Jones still. So looking at the big picture wise, right, after the breakdown of this main uptrend channel that took place, looks like we are doing a retest over here. Yeah, so currently there's could be some resistance around this level 13.5K to about 13.7K. 13.7K, I would say will be quite a strong resistance given that this was the highs in mid-October, swing high, and this given that this was a prior support breakdown as well. And we also have this downtrend resistance line that has acted about 3 times at this 13.7K level as well. So yeah, I think near term wise, if price comes to test this level, I think we'll face some short-term resistance for Nasdaq. Okay, then next up it will be S&P. Okay, S&P is slightly better than Nasdaq, so we managed to retest this uptrend channel breakdown over here, as well as enter back into it. So I think for S&P 500, there's still some near-term resistance, given that we have had a strong rally last week. We are quite near this 4,390 swing high resistance middle of October. We also have this downtrend resistance line over here at also 4,390. So I would think at this level we could see some form of resistance coming and price could just sideways and consolidate for a while first. Yeah, so for the three major indices, I think still bullish, but I think S&P and S&P and Nasdaq could see some near-term resistance, while Dow Jones there could be some room if it still managed to break above 34.2, I think. Yeah. Okay, then next up I'll look at gold. Okay, gold also still holding up pretty well since there was strong move over here end of October. The good thing is that currently 1980 is holding. So this was the previous resistance, horizontal resistance. Now it's holding over here and we're forming a short-term uptrend channel over here, similar to Bitcoin. So I think for gold, we could see we could see the rally continue if it holds in this channel. So currently resistance slightly 2000 at 2000 the swing high. The next resistance after that could be around 2030 level for gold. Okay, then I'll move on to oil. So oil has been showing some weakness after the breakdown of these key trendline support over here. Yeah, so currently it's just trending downwards, but it's starting to form a bit of a range recently. So I think the range probably will still hold for this week. Some resistance likely to hold still around 83.5 level over here, while support could be at 80, around close to $80. Yeah. So I think price action wise likely to hold in a bit of a range this week. Okay, then for VIX wise, important development for VIX is that looks like it broke down of this trend line support over here. So currently I'm a bit more bearish towards neutral for VIX. So I think currently probably we still continue to see some weakness for VIX. Maybe let's see whether it's able to sideways a bit. But yeah, given the breakdown over here, I would expect price to just it might continue its weakness or just sideways for a bit. And near-term support 14.6 over here, I think. Yeah, then some near-term resistance will be around close to 16. Okay, then last but not least, I'll talk about copper. So copper showing some strength recently, broke up above this descending wedge over here. So I think if you do see the momentum continue on, could go on to test near the next resistance close to 3.8 over here, which could be another retest of this uptrend channel breakdown previously. Okay, yeah, so this for the Indices Commodities. First, next up, I'll talk about the FAANGM sector. So first one, I'll start with metal. Okay, so for metal, some positive signs is that after this downtrend stretch over here, that price managed to recover back above this wedge over here. Then the good thing is also we have formed a higher low over here and also taken out this high of 309, 310. So that's positive. If you can hold the recent levels like 306 to 309 as a short-term support, then we could probably see a higher high being formed in this stretch. So I think for metal it's still okay. Still near term wise, still the bullish structure is still intact. Yeah, next resistance, if it does clear the last week's highs, will probably be a retest of the 325, 326 level. Okay, then next up for Apple, I think Apple quite interesting as well. So Apple is actually looks like it's consolidating in this descending wedge pattern over here. So there could be a breakout that could occur. Let's see whether that happens. Yeah. So last week after the results, there was a gap down, but it filled the gap, but also held as a support. So that's interesting. Let's see whether there's a break to come, which could be some bullish sign. So the near-term resistance, if that happens, will be around 180 to 182, the retest of these levels over here. Okay, then next one will be Amazon. So Amazon also showing some strength last week, managed to clear this 132, 133 resistance level. And the good thing is that managed to hold, it didn't reject off this resistance. It managed to just hold and continue to go higher. So I think for Amazon, that's a positive turn. I would think that price will try to go on to test the resistance at about $140. This horizontal resistance level over here before maybe price start to sideways consolidate a bit. Yeah, next resistance will be 143 to 144 for Amazon. Okay, then for Netflix, also positive. So Netflix is showing some bullish signs is that there was a breakout of this downtrend channel over here. So after the results, it was trading sideways over here, but at 395, 396 level, this prior resistance in October managed to hold as a support twice. So the then price managed to break above this high of 41849. So a higher high was being formed and can see a bullish structure over here. So I think with that, Netflix could go on to test 437, this level over here, where this was a support breakdown, then followed by about close to 450, where there was a next key resistance for Netflix. So Netflix, I think still bullish for now. Okay, then next one will be Google. So Google, I think is also interesting. Google is that this $127 level, right? This breakdown over here after the earnings, price managed to recover back above it. Then with this candlestick pattern on Friday, right? It looks like an engulfing pattern that took out the high of Thursday. So looks like this is possibly just a test. Then for buyers, looks like quite strong on Friday to actually close above it. So I think if this momentum can continue, right, I think we could see some more upside for Google. Try and test like 131. The next resistance will likely be 131, 132, this level over here. Then the next one afterwards will be around 133, 134, where we had this previous swing low over here. This was prior range support, and where price might actually potentially fill this gap before this. So this will be these two levels will be the resistance to watch out for in my opinion. Okay, then last of the FAANGM will be Microsoft. Okay, so for Microsoft, I think also quite good. Okay, so the looks like it's trading in this broadening wedge over here. A good thing about last week was that after the result we tested the support over here 328 held, then price did a rebound and also took out the this 346 level over here. So and it's currently also cleared the $350 swing high resistance over here. So I think for Microsoft, looks like there could be, if it respects this trend line, possibly we could see price go on to test like maybe 355 over here, which is this trend line resistance before it starts to consolidate for a bit. Yeah. So I think as long as this 346 level over here still holds in near term, then I think for the very short term, Microsoft still remains bullish. Yeah, so for the FAANGMs, I think in general, they have displayed some bullish signs. Last week we saw with the strong rally in terms of the indices. Yeah, so for this week, I think the bullish momentum might still continue, but possibly with some consolidation since there was given a very strong rally last week. Okay, then I'll move on to the banking sector. So first, I'll touch on the XLF ETF first. So let's see what happened for this. So yeah, also rebounded strongly and did a retest the recent swing high close to $34 over here. So potentially at this level, we could see a bit of a resistance at it first. Yeah, where price could consolidate for a bit. I think near-term support will likely be from this gap over here at around 33.3. Yeah, but if you manage to clear, I think it could continue to move higher to try and fill this, to try and test this next resistance at 34.5, potentially for XLA. And I move on. I'll talk about the big four banks. So first of all, I'll start with JP Morgan. Okay, JP Morgan, good thing is that looks like price after some weakness to test 135 over here, this swing low, price managed to recover back above this 141 level over here. So I think for now looks good. As long as you can stand this level 141, I think price could go further to try and test 145 again, like this resistance level. Yeah, for JP Morgan. Okay, then next up, Bank of America. Okay, Bank of America also good. After the break of this downtrend resistance line, price had strong momentum. Currently it's retesting this downtrend uptrend support line that it broke down. Currently, could act as a resistance. Also at this level, around 28, close to $29. There's this there's also this horizontal resistance that could be acting in the short term. So perhaps if there's some resistance acting, we could see price sort of pull back a little bit sideways, but I think near term wise, there's still some supports from this gap around 27.6 to about $28 over here, where this was the prior range support. Yeah, and also this recent resistance at price clear. So yeah, we could see a bit of a consolidation ahead for BAC. Okay, then next up will be Wells Fargo. Okay, Wells Fargo, I think potentially break out of this downtrend channel over here. Also, good thing is that after a series of lower lows, starting to they formed a higher low over here at the 30, 38 38.2 level lah. So I think currently is possibly meeting some short-term resistance from this retest of $42. Yeah, could see some consolidation first, but if it does take out, then I think there's still a chance that could go on to retest 43 next for Wells Fargo, since that with this breakout over here. Okay, then the last of which Citigroup. Okay, for Citigroup, looks like yeah, another retest of this resistance at 42.6, 42.7. Yeah, let's see whether there's some. So potentially there could be some pullback that takes place over here towards the support at around 40.8 to about 41.5 if it happens. Yeah, so I think maybe we just continue to be a range in this pattern over here. Okay, so that's it for the banks. I'll move on next to the semicon sector. Okay, next one, is stocks. So let's see. So yeah, for stocks wise, there was a price managed to rebound 3170 around here, previous range, horizontal range resistance, and rebounded. But currently, we are still bound in a bit of a downtrend over here. The lower high still holding and lower lows. So for now, there could be some resistance at this level, where actually, yeah, this level around 3450 to about 3540, this level, yeah, with this downtrend resistance line and this horizontal resistance for the stock. So yeah, could see a bit of a consolidation hit, I think. Okay, then moving on to Nvidia. Yeah, okay, Nvidia, I think interesting, it still managed to hold this 400 level here, this key support. Yeah, it could have been a head and shoulders formation, but price managed to rebound last week and also broke out of this short-term downtrend resistance line over here. So with that, I think, yeah, short-term wise, if the momentum continues, we could see price still continue to go up a bit further to try and test this downtrend resistance line over here. So that will bring maybe price up to 460 before we see some resistance. Yeah, then maybe we see a bit of a consolidation afterwards for Nvidia. Okay, then next one will be AMD. So AMD was very strong last week. So after the results, managed to rally upwards and also went to test this 111 because 112 this resistance level. So we actually close above it. So that's a sign of strength. I think if we can hold this level and move higher, potentially AMD could go on to test the next key resistance will be around 117 to about 119 this zone over here. Yeah. So I think AMD still showing some good strength in terms of the price action we saw last week, especially towards the end of the week. Yeah, with this indecision over here, then Friday we managed to still break above and close at a good price. Okay, next one will be TSM. Okay, so for TSM looks like price looks like did a double bottom around here at $85. Then positive is that managed to break above this $89 support, swing low support that was broken. Yeah, so I think with that could see maybe price try to test the resistance around 93 to 94 again, this swing high before we could see some sideways consolidation for TSM. Okay, then Marvell. Okay, Marvell, I think yeah, short-term rebound after the managed to hold at this $47 level, the second support level. Yeah, so yeah, the price actually went down a bit lower than this $49 gap fill over here. But it looks like currently it's reversed. Yeah, but I think for Marvel, yeah, we're still seeing unless we take out these highs at 56, but currently it's still in a series of lower highs all the way from here. Yeah. So with that, I think with a retest of this range breakdown previously where there was a strong support, the 50 around the $53 level would probably be some resistance for now for Marvel. So I expect maybe price to pull back a bit from here for the near term. Okay, then next one, Broadcom. Okay, Broadcom I think is also showing some strength. After this period of pullback over here, price started to take out some the highs over here, starting with this 849 level, and then subsequently move up. Yeah, so I think the near term resistance wise will be around this level 885 to about 895. There could be some short term resistance coming in, but as long as a price can form a higher low along the way, then I think it's still good. Potentially it could be respecting this trendline support over here. So yeah, if you can see higher lows, then could continue up slowly towards 915 again, this key resistance. Okay, I'll talk about two more semiconductors, Intel as well as Micron. Okay, Intel also, Intel also showing some strength. It was actually initially breaking down of this trend line, uptrend support line. Then after their earnings managed to show very good strength to recover upwards. They are clearing this swing high of $37. Then also tested this level at 37.70, this breakdown level. Yeah, so with that, I think the price is still holding well, but we could see maybe price going to pass the level at 38.7 over here next as a next resistance. So I think for Intel, it's still showing some good strength along the way. Okay, then for Micron, yeah, Micron also good. It looks like a double bottom formation over here, $64. Then afterwards rebounded all the way non-stop, clearing the resistance here, this 70.3 level, also above this 72.20 resistance. Yeah, the closing was nice as well. So I think if we see this level hold, potentially we could still see more gains for Micron this week. Maybe try and test this 74.30 level again. Yeah, then before maybe it starts to take a bit of a breather with a bit of consolidation. Yeah, so these two semicons are also showing some strength currently. Okay, then last sector I'll talk about EVs. Okay, so let's see how Tesla is doing. Yeah, so Tesla some some good price action recently. So after this stretch of downwards movement, price managed to break out this short-term downtrend resistance line in the middle of last week. Then we also reclaimed this 212, 213 level over here. Yeah, then currently there's some resistance from 222. So and then yeah, so my view for Tesla is that I think it could sideways a little bit for now. 222 to about 230, this level over here could see some resistance. Maybe price could chop around for a little bit. I think key to be see whether like price holds at a higher low lah. Yeah, so that will be important to see whether it will stop this current downtrend for now. Okay, then another one, Xpeng. Let's see, Xpeng. Yeah, Xpeng looks like potential this breakout, this downtrend resistance line over here. Also, what was good last week was that this level at around 1540 over here. Price was actually because consolidating over here, forming higher lows, and then there was a breakout. So yeah, with that, you can see the price action showed strength over here. So I think with that, if this breakout, this downtrend resistance line over here can hold, right? Yeah, we could see potentially price going to test this higher level at 18, close to 1850 lah, over here as a next resistance level for Xpeng. Okay, then next up, I'll talk about new. Okay, new, I think, yeah, it looks like a rebound is coming also. After price went up to retest 730 over here, there was bullish divergence in the indicators, higher low form. Yeah, so bullish divergence. With that, also price managed to reclaim this $8 breakdown level. So with that, I think, yeah, price should go up. I think continue to go upwards to try and retest the, the resistance at around $9 over here in the near term, trying to test this level. And then the last EV I talk about before I start to chat about the counters that you all have mentioned will be Rivian. Okay, Rivian, I think still uh yeah, after a rebound took place at this 1580 prior strong resistance level. Yeah, currently is facing a little bit of resistance from the retest of this breakdown at around $18. So let's see whether it pulls back a bit further. Yeah. So I think for now, maybe just a bit of consolidation first. There's also like earnings coming out this week. Okay, I think that I'm done with the sectors. I'll talk about the counters that you have mentioned. Okay, first one, I'll start with MTC, like M Tech. Okay. Okay, I think for this counter, yeah, given that it's a penny stock, yeah, there was a big pump as well as a dump afterwards. Currently, price was price is just consolidating sideways for now. So I think yeah, range for now probably. Need to see uh a break above this level, which around 120, then potentially we could see price trade towards 150 or 160 a near term. Yeah, but if it breaks down below this 93 cents level, then I think yeah, price could go on to test the next support, which is around potentially around 70 cents. Yeah, I think for Tech. Okay, the next counter will be CETX, Semtrax Inc. Yeah, another penny stock as well. Okay, currently it looks like there's some strength coming in, despite price making a lower low. Price action wise, you can see they managed to claim back this recent resistance 430 level, also above 460 level. Yeah, so with that, I think if the bullish momentum can continue, we could see maybe price continue to try to test some of the higher resistance at around 520, about 540, where over here there could be some stronger resistance for the price now. Yeah, but I think at most over here they might just trade sideways, given the strong resistance over here. Okay, next one, Enphase. Okay, this one go back a while to see the some of the levels last time. Yeah, so Enphase after the results, yeah, it was kept down and then price started to consolidate little bit. So the currently it's just range trading. You can see over here, yeah, the support is around the $76 mark. The short-term resistance will be the high after the gap down, which is around close to $85. So I will expect price to just hold on to this range for now first. Maybe just consolidate a bit more for now. Yeah, if it does break out above this 85, then near-term resistance would be the gap fill over here, about $90 to about 93 will be some resistance over here. Yeah, but if there's a breakdown that takes place of below the range, I think the next support level could come in like around 70 $71, then followed by $65 for Enphase. The next one will be ST Lauder. Yeah, let me just draw some of the levels last time. Yeah, so currently looks like yeah, price actually tapped into this 105 support. Yeah, then currently we are seeing some bounce, but some resistance at 117 as well. Even that this was a prior support over here. Yeah, so a bit similar to Enphase, we could see maybe sideways trading if this range holds for a while. If there's a breakout, then likely the gap over here, 124 will be a resistance, the next resistance for like SD order. Yeah, so I expect maybe press just sideways for a bit first for this week. Okay, then next one, Nike. Yeah, I think Nike, yeah, is starting to show some sign of strength after this period, after a very long period of downwards movement. Yeah, so I think for Nike, what we have seen is that after the breakout of this downtrend resistance line following the earnings. We have started to see higher highs being formed as well as higher lows. So that's positive and could be trading in this wedge over here. So I think yeah, potentially we could want to test 108 over here if it does retest the wedge resistance over here again. Then as well as for horizontal resistance, yeah, there's some horizontal resistance about close to 110 over here previously as well. But I think near term there could be some resistance coming soon. Yeah. But in terms of support wise, would likely be a retest of 105, this level, yeah, to about 103 to 105, where it's probably a support for Nike currently. Yeah, so I think looking positive is trading is upwards, upwards trending wedge over here. Okay, hi BY Ang. Let's talk about PayPal next. Okay, PayPal, I think currently price is managed to recover a bit after the earnings. So, but I think there's some resistance ahead, which is around $57 over here. There will be a retest of this prior support as well as range before the breakdown. So this could see some resistance possibly at this level, $57. But I think support currently will likely hold between 54.50 to about $55 over here. Yeah, so I will expect for PayPal maybe a bit of a range consolidation as well. Since near term there's some resistance, but also some support in the near term as well, given the gap up over here. Okay, then for C Limited, I think is mostly just trading a bit of a range. Price went to retest this $40 support again, then it's bound off. Then good thing is that also last week, on Friday, managed to clear this 42 to about 43 resistance level over here. So that's a positive. Yeah, then I think currently we are getting up. So we could go on to test the old resistance over here again, the swing highs, which is around 47 to about $48 before, maybe like a double top. Since we found a double bottom, then it's really just probably a range over here for now for C, I think. Yeah, so for C, maybe if the bullish momentum continues on from Friday, we could try to test the recent highs again. Okay, then next one, Berkshire B. Okay, so for Berkshire, I think probably the downwards trend here is probably over. We have started to see this high being taken out at 350. So that if we see a pullback, that would be quite a good support since this was a consolidation for a while over here. Currently tested the resistance at 354 for a while. Yeah. So with that, I think if price go on to test, can break out over here, then the next resistance will be around 358, then followed by around 361, potentially for Berkshire. Yeah, so I think as long as this 349, 350 level is able to hold, I think near term wise, we could still see some upside to test the higher resistance level for Berkshire. Okay, then talk about other counters. Alibaba. Okay, Alibaba, I think interesting as well. So Alibaba, the recent price action is a descending wedge breakout over here. Then also there was a period of a break below this $83 level. Then afterwards, towards the end of last week, price managed to break above it, resurface above this. So I think that's a sign of strength. I think potentially we could see maybe price also with the high of this $84 being taken out, right? Towards the end of last week. We have actually formed a higher high in this stretch. So with that, I think maybe price could go on to test 88 again this strong resistance before some consolidation take place for Alibaba. Okay, then another strong counter, let me see, Palantir. Yeah, Palantir after the results, yeah, it just flew upwards. Yeah, so positive for Palantir is that this after the results, right? The first day you can see the gap up over here. It went on to test it 1820 level, this resistance. But on the second day, right, it continued to show strength to take out this high over here. So that's a sign of strength, I think. I would think that Palantir could go on to test the old resistance highs over again, close to $20, if it does manage to clear the Friday highs. So this is another resistance at around $19. Then the next one will be around $20 already, which was the highest for me end July over here. And so for Palantir, I think it's still quite a good price action when we saw at the end of last week. Okay, then next up for C3AI. Okay, C3AI, I think showing some signs of strength. It was trading in a bit of a range over here for quite a long time, about a month or so. And towards the end of last week, it went to retest this 2750 level, and on Friday it continued to break above it straight away. So I think there's some sign of strength. It probably continue to move up. So with that, I think it could go on to test the next resistance, which is around $30, this high over here as well as these previous lows. Then followed by the next resistance level likely to be around 31.80 to $32. So yeah, I will expect price to continue to move higher to test these near-term resistances next for C3. Okay, hi, Chan KC. Yeah, with reference to my trade of the day, SMCI, has a bearish view on SMCI changed now? Since its last closing price was 255. Okay, let me explain my thinking for SMCI, why I came up with that trade idea. Yeah, so what I saw was this potential head and shoulders formation over here, as well as I saw the declining momentum of both your momentum indicators. Yeah, and then also on the weekly, I saw the price broke down below the mid Bollinger Band, and potentially is a retest lah. So yeah, with that, if it rejects off, it could see a little bit of a downside coming for SMC. I think the momentum is also coming down the weekly as well. But I think for now the trade hasn't been activated. Since there was no breakdown below the lows 228 this level. So this 227, 228 is quite important, since it was the swing low over here, as well as we have this neckline support lah. So I think for now it's still not so bearish yet lah. But probably just a bit of a sideways trade. Yeah. And also I think what I observe is that this lower highs and lower low stretch over here in the right shoulder. So I think for now, looks like it's still trading a bit per range still lah for now for SMCI, judging by the price action. Yeah, so yeah, some resistance could be around 266. Then if it continues to clear this high upwards, right? Then I think for now probably wouldn't hit this trade over here already, since this high will have taken out over here. Then we might see a higher high to try and test 283. Yeah. Yeah, so this my thoughts on SMCI. Okay, then next one, Upstart. Okay, I think Upstart also interesting towards the end of last week. Previously there was a breakdown this 2580 level. Then afterwards it just came back over here. Also is showing some increasing momentum on the indicators. So yeah, with that, I think it's good. Looking at the price action, it just cleared this 2570 level, which was supposed to be some resistance easily, and then price also just easily went on to test this $30 over here again. So I think yeah, it's strong. If this resistance hold, we could see a bit of a consolidation for a while, but I think near term wise it's still bullish. We could go on to test the next resistance at $32. This level over here with a support resistance, then followed by 34, around 34.50 now. Yeah, it's the next resistance. Yeah, so I think for upside is still quite interesting. Okay, TLT. TLT, I think in my view is that short term wise, I think the strong downtrend is probably over for now, given the huge surge in volume now. So yeah, I also initiated a trade on TLT, trade idea on it. So the reason being that I saw this huge volume that took place in September. When you look back, there wasn't really such huge volume consistently over the past many months over here. And look at, I think it gets even more obvious when you switch to the weekly. See, very huge volume. And then probably the last time we saw this was a huge volume spike was 2020 or during the pandemic. I think, yeah, for a while, then we saw a strong. So I think in terms of the TLT, okay, let me talk about one weekly first. As some bullish divergence in terms of RSI higher low form towards the support when price meet a lower low. Also with this such a huge volume, I think it could be a sign that a lot of hands are changing now between those people who are interested to get in at the low prices, especially um those big institutions that generate such a high volume. Only with them in the market you can see such high volume coming in. And yeah, I think there was some news of like some famous investors like Bill Ackman. He actually closed out his short position on the bonds. That's why after the news, we saw the bonds actually just ready and the yields just came down. So I think with that, TLT daily wise also looking good. Breakout of this descending wedge formation. With also bullish divergence prior to that. So I think TLT near term wise, we are testing some resistance for now at 89. But key if it can hold, so now I think the key will be to see whether we can, if there's some pullback, we can form a higher low, which I think we probably can, since there was a breakout. There was a nice breakout of this $85 level over here as well. Probably we could see some support. Yeah. So I think for TLT, I think short-term wise, the downtrend over here is probably over for now. We could see a bit of range trading ahead for now. Okay, next one, Starbucks. Okay, Starbucks, I think, let's see, after the results, quite good. Breakout of this downtrend resistance straight away with the gap up. But we are currently at this area where there's some resistance that took place for quite a period last time. This was in June to about August this year at this level where 102 to about 104 is range. So yeah, there could be some a bit of a consolidation first if there's these resistances still hold for Starbucks. But I think let's see if price can try to hit higher, the next resistance will be around 106, this level over here. Yeah, 106 and 108. So let's see how it goes with this strong gap up. There's still still more candles I think needed to see how it is gonna trend. Okay, hi Wolf. Boeing, let's see. Okay, Boeing I think is good. This downtrend stretch over here low, but there's bullish divergence. So if that price managed to break back above this 185 breakdown level, so that's a sign that I think price got reversed. Also taking out some of the lower high last time 190 over here. So yeah, so I think for Boeing near term wise, we could see price try to trend higher, try and retest possibly this swing high again at 199, close to 200. Yeah, we see how it goes. Yeah, let's see whether there's a potential for like inverse head and shoulder also lah. Just preparing. Yeah, let's see. Okay, Nvidia I went through just now already. Then IIPR, let's see. Innovative industrial properties. So this one also did like a double bottom over here. Afterwards, it just went higher. Also good price action to clear this high 79 over here. Yeah, so with that, I think we could go on to see maybe price test the next resistances between this 81.4 to about 82.8. This zone will be the next resistance zone where over here there was a strong support breakdown previously that took place. So I expect some resistance to come in over here. Yeah, but it looks like a nice double bottom formation over here. Okay, then next one, GE. Yeah, GE, I think just range trading for now. Price is supported at 106 level. Yeah, and then the strong resistance at 113 over here. So yeah, it looks like just a range trade for now. Yeah, I think for price to trend upwards, the key will be to try to break above 110 again over here. This the middle resistance level for G. So I think nothing too much, probably just range for a while. Okay, next one, RTX. Okay, RTX has been trending upwards, higher highs, higher lows, forming this stretch upwards, slowly making its way up. So currently it's at a juncture where it's testing $84, this prior strong range support that creates a resistance. So I think I will expect maybe price to pull back for a bit since there's some resistance over here. But let's see, near-term support should be able to form a higher low. I think it's around could be around $80, 80 to a bit, $80 or 81. Yeah, let's see. Okay, next one, GEHC, GE Healthcare. Yeah, GE Healthcare also looking good bullish divergence after the lower low mid over here. Then currently we are testing the resistance again, around the $71 over here. Yeah, so but with the strong closing over here, looks like it might try to go higher. So let's see where's the next potential resistance next. So I think the next resistance zone could be around 873 to about 74.30 based on previous levels. So I think for GHC looking not bad. Given the closing on Friday, if we can sustain the bullish momentum, we could want to test the higher resistance next. Okay, how about T-bills in technical view? Wave bounce and stir the markets. Okay, I think I can talk about the yield charts. Let's take a look. Okay, this one is the 10-year yield. Okay, so 10-year yield, yeah, showing some weakness recently. This took place after, let me zoom out. After it hit the key resistance close to 5 lah. Also 5 is also a psychological number. This was back in 2016. I drew this line. I had this line, the resistance line over here. It actually tested it, and then when you zoom in closer, we see a higher high form, but then the momentum is actually dipping. So yeah, so with that, afterwards, we saw it retrace downwards. Currently, we are retesting. We actually retested on Friday 4.5 this swing low. So I will expect this 10-year yield to probably just do a bit of a bounce for now, since this is the near-term support. Yeah, but I think resistance wise could be around 4.7 for now for this US 10-year. Yeah, so for now, I think it wouldn't actually bounce up so much again to all the way like 5 again, but probably we could see a little bit of a bounce this week, maybe 4.7 over here. Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Personally, I'm thinking it might be trying to form a bit of a head and shoulders over here. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, so this looks like a head and shoulders. We have this neckline support. Then maybe we have a right shoulder. Yeah, see how it goes. Okay, hi. So as see, Panther, Nvidia, Amazon, I went through just now already. So I'll just go through the other counters. Okay, hi James. Okay, LLY, Ellie Lily. Okay, Ellie Lily, think I think there's what I saw is the bearish divergence recently. In terms of momentum, when price made a higher high towards this close to 630, then price actually pulled back to retest support at 550. Since then, I think I would think that it's showing a bit of a weakness for now. Since that after the earnings release, we saw a gap up, but then we actually had strong bearish price action afterwards. You can see over here these 2 days. Then also currently looks like we are forming a series of lower highs in this stretch lah. And yeah, the $600 level become a strong resistance now. So I think for now, Eli Lilly, we could see maybe price try to retest this 555 swing low again. Yeah, then I think yeah, so it's showing a bit of a weakness for now lah. Then there's also this trend line support if price decides to go a bit lower, which maybe it could go like 530 lah. If this the lows of last week can't hold the price. And then the other one would be TRV, the travelers companies. Okay, then TRV, let's see. I think looking at the broader trend, I think it's just trading a bit of a range for now. The big range from 160 to about 170 with this downtrend resistance line nearby. So I'll expect if it continues to hold the resistance, 172 might be some resistance for TRV. Yeah. Then near-term support will be around 166 over here. Yeah, I can see previous support and support and resistance breakout in support currently. So I expect TRV, if the resistance holds, to expect some sideways consolidation for a while first. Yeah, Peter. I'll talk about Pinterest. Palantir I covered just now. Okay, Pinterest. Let's see. Pinterest showing some after the results, there was some strength, but afterwards, towards the end of the week, we saw some selling took place. So yeah, after results, this 2880 managed to hold a hammer candle. Then afterwards, went on to retest this swing high. Then some selling started to take place. So I think at this level that we might see a bit of a consolidation given the sellers over here. But I don't rule out price going higher to try to test this trend line resistance. So that will bring price to maybe about like $32 as the next resistance if it decides to go a bit higher for Pinterest. Okay, then next one I'll talk about Teva. Okay, so for Teva, yeah, it's been trending downwards. Downwards. Positive is that Looks like a possible reversal starting to take place with some higher highs being formed and higher lows. So for now, I think as long as price can hold these levels at around 8.6, 8.7, this base is starting to build. Space is starting to build over here, right? Then I think that could set the base for price to try and climb a bit higher to test like 9.2 to about 9.4. So let's see how it goes. At this level, it might consolidate a bit first before trying to move higher. So as long as we see higher lows form, I think it's still okay for Terra. And then next one is flowers. 1800flowers.com. Okay, flowers, I think there's some after the results, you went out to test the 870 resistance. At this level, I think it just there's some a bit of a indecision. There's after eventually there was some buying take place, and second day there's some selling over here. So it's a bit of a could expect a bit of a consolidation if it holds on at these levels. Next resistance will be around 9.2. So I think there could be some sideways consolidation for now, given that we are actually just at these resistance levels and price actually not very clear also. The next one, Melco Resorts and Entertainment. Mel, I think it's pretty good. Looks like price did like a double bottom recently, holding the recent lows, and then you can see some gain, momentum is gaining. So I think what I want to see is that try to test this high over here again, 8.9, see whether can form a higher high. Then price could trend higher from there. So let's see how it goes. Currently looks like it's holding well. This downtrend resistance line. Yeah, so I think yeah, could see a bit of a range formation for now. Yeah, for Melco. Hi Alan, NOV, North Inc. North I think is range trading for now. Yeah, but there's a bit of weakness lah. So with these lower highs and lower lows and recently double bottom, the key will be to see whether we try to take out this high log at 2150, then maybe there could be some reason to move higher. But for now, I would think that it's still likely to trade in a bit of a range over here. Okay, hi Melvin. Next one will be Walmart. Okay, Walmart has been trending like quite nice in this stretch over here. We see higher highs as well as higher highs as well as higher lows. Yeah, but I think it could be trading in this rising wedge formation. Then we also retested the swing high 165, 166. And then we have this dark cloud cover uh candlestick pattern on Friday. So yeah, I think I will expect some near-term resistance at this level. Possibly price could do a little bit of a pullback towards the support around 163. Yeah, then we see whether it holds the wedge to continue to trade inside it. Next one, ExxonMobil. Okay, ExxonMobil, a bit of weakness recently. We see lower highs in form and it went on to test the support at 105 quite a few times. So I think for now, yeah, could be showing a bit of a range kind of movement now. Yeah, there's some it's currently below this 110 level ever since the breakup over here. It didn't hold, then price came back down and just consolidated in a lower high levels. And yeah, so I think for Exxon now can expect maybe a range formation. Since I think oil movement also be a range kind of movement for now as well. Then Okonoco Phillips. ConocoPhillips, I think, is also, yeah, a bit of a range consolidation. Um, yeah, currently, a can see price try to trend upwards, then couldn't hold these 122, 124 levels, then went on to retest some low supports and retest finding resistance. So yeah, I expect this pullback to try to just trade within these levels for now, between like 116, 122, unless there's some big movements in oil. Yeah, I think a bit similar to Exxon. Okay, Apple TSM entry level. Okay, Apple, I think Apple, I think for entry potentially could wait for a possible breakout to take place on this descending wedge. Also keeping a look on it. Then for TSM, I think for now, I think it might trend higher to try and retest these highs, but for now it's in the middle lah. So if you want to wait for entry, I think potentially between if it comes back, retest a little pulls back a little bit between like 88 to 89 days, probably there's some support there for potential entry if you're interested to trade it. And the video I covered just now, talk about DRIV next. Okay, DRIV, I think is showing some rebound after reclaiming back this 2160 this key support level breakdown. Then yeah, I think with that, if we do see price trying to continue with the momentum saw last week, potentially we could see it retest this trend line resistance again. That will bring us to about 2260, 2270. Confirm with the breakdown over here retest lah. So I think for the DIV, you could see maybe price go up here, then a little bit of a pullback again. Okay, there's Xiaomi next one. Okay, Xiaomi has been showing very strong momentum, but I think the rise has been quite fast. So after clearing this $14 level, it's starting to turn a little bit like parabolic movement, 45 degrees towards close to like 90 degrees. So I think yeah, to see and currently it's also tested the 1550 level, and also there's some resistance around $16 over there. So I think yeah, over here there could be some resistance setting in. So for for this stock to continue trending higher, you must see higher highs form like daily lor. I think which is still forming. So let's see tomorrow whether it's able to form. Then to test the next key one will be around 1670 and next key resistance. Yeah, but I think if there's some pullback, then I think yeah, it might just try to like just pull back since like it's starting to rise a bit faster than it was trading during here. Okay, hi Jane. Is it good to enter SPY now? Okay, let me take a look. Okay, I think for SPY ideally the entry would have been like last week over here with lower at least trend line support, and also this was a test over here. Currently it has jumped up quite a lot. With this there's near-term resistance also like in my opinion. There's this highs 437, and then also that there's 440 probably we meet this downtrend resistance line again. So you're looking at about potentially maybe $5 to play over here. So I think I would prefer to wait lah, since that we are currently still in this downtrend stretch. One of the C is maybe just patient a bit. See whether there's some pullback taking place. Yeah, and then whether there's a higher low formation over here. Since it was quite aggressive move. For this downtrend to be over, I want to see like either a higher high or breakout above this downtrend resistance, or a higher low start to form and price come and revisit the resistance again for SPY. Okay, some crypto counter snakes. First one, Marathon Digital. Yeah, I think Marathon Digital, it's a bit of a range for now. After breaking out this downtrend channel over here, price supported at 860, then resistance, 1060. So I think it just kept in this range for now still. And next one, BT. Okay, BT also similar. It's a range formation. Yeah, so I think if there's some momentum coming in, we could see maybe a retest or 250 resistance again, then followed by 270 perhaps over here. And next one, Hive. Yeah, Hive also similar. Okay, all of these actually just quite similar. We also have a range over here. Yeah, so maybe 3.5, then followed by 3.7. And then Riot, yeah, also the same. Riot, there's some resistance 11.6, then followed by 12.5. So it's generally all these quite a bit of range for now. Yeah, I think they will still keep to their range supports and resistances. Okay, hi, Wing Hong T row entry price. Okay, let's take a look at the stock. The T row, I think currently think probably no entry for now. Since recently it just rebounded all these $89 and price just is rebounded until here like 90. Is currently around 95, 96. Near term wise, there could be potentially some resistance close to 100. And so for now, I think also with some continuing on from this downtrend, no, probably not. uh, Still continue. I think can wait and see first, yeah, to see whether there's some basing out to form a support. Yeah, then momentum wise, there's also still lower highs, lower lows. We had Elena, will I be able to get the recorded webinar up by tonight? Okay, apologies for that. I think uh earliest probably tomorrow, since I'll still need to send the recording to my colleagues, and they will process it, and we actually will get it ready usually by Tuesday lah. We try our best to do it as fast as possible. So I think yeah, tomorrow we're able to see the recorded webinar up on YouTube. I'll post it in the Telegram group also as in the poetry community lah. Yeah. So thanks for asking. Okay. So I think that's all for today. Yeah. Yeah, let me just do a shout out again for another upcoming webinar. If you have and miss if you tune in a bit later, uh yeah, so there's this workshop, TA workshop being held by Ying as well as Xiaoxiong. I think some of y'all, if we when y'all have like will have a view their webinars as well. They do talk a bit of the US markets time to time. They are hosting this TA workshop starting this Wednesday for 4 Wednesdays in a row. Yeah, so I think if you're interested to learn more about TA from them, you can actually just sign up. I'll put the link in the chat box. Yeah, so I think that's all for today. Okay, yeah, I just posted the link in the chat box. Okay, so let me just send the link to fill out a survey as well as join the Telegram and community group. Yeah, so here's the survey form. If you have any feedback about today's session or how to improve future sessions, what kind of content you like to see, you can feel free to leave your comments below. Or if you like today's session, you can give a good feedback as well. Yeah, also feel free to join Poem 3 community and technical analysis here if you haven't. So over there, I'll post some content time to time on TA. If I do any trade initiation over there, I'll just post also. Also, feel free to follow our Poems TA Telegram group at Poems TA. Yeah, so that's all for today. Have a good week. Have a good week ahead. Yeah, just take note, US markets will start later lah. Starting from today, 10:30 p.m. Then the market will open. So yeah, don't wait at 9:30, then you see like nothing happening, then you think what's going on. Yeah, so yeah. Goodbye everyone. See you again for the next webinar. Yeah, there won't be a webinar next week since it's Deepavali, so I'll see you like 2 weeks later. Take care, everybody. Good night and safe trading.